Well, it's time. I hate to do this. When you get so used to something that even if it takes you extra effort to continue using this thing that you're used to, you tend to do that. But it's gotten to the point now where I'm just gonna have to move on. I have used this oak stick for years to sand. What I do is wrap my sandpaper around it and sand. But I have flattened this out and flattened it out so many times that there's just not enough left for me to sand. You see, it's not square, level, and plumb on either side. So now I may stick this in my house and put it in my little pen holder, because this here has sanded hundreds of knives over 6 or 7 years. And I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I can't use it anymore. So let me see what I've put away. I know I've got some, well, maybe. See if my fingers can get used to something new here. All right. Stay there. All right, I'm gonna try to get used to probably this one. I may take it out to my circular saw and knock about a 1/4 inch off of this, because it's a little bit big, and I'm still trying to get my little pinky to at least help. So yeah, I think I'll try this next, but I am gonna knock about a 1/4 inch off it. And this is not as hard as that. I think this is white oak, and that was walnut. So we'll see how long this lasts. Okay, say hello to my new sanding stick. And at one time, these two were nearly identical in height. They're from the same block of wood. That's that's a lot of sanding. And you know, over time I have put this on my belt sander and squared it off, so it didn't all wear away from sanding the knife. Some of it is gone because I had to flatten it again. And I try to keep the corners square like this. And the reason is you can get right up real tight into the plunge line and sand. I'll tell you what, my arms are so sore. I'm at 220, and I'm almost done with 220. I think that's all I'm gonna do on this today. I think I'm gonna go Thursday. I think I'm down in Jacksonville, Texas. There's a Patriot Guard thing, and it's a long ways. It's about an 1.5-hour drive, but I can do it. And there's a guy that lives behind me, up in this neighborhood behind me. He's 75 years old, and we sort of become friends. He's a Patriot Guard rider, and he tends to do more with the Louisiana stuff. And I'm gonna ask him if he'll go with me on the Thursday one. He asked me today to go with him on one, but I couldn't. I got so much to do that I just can't take another day off from it, because it's a whole day by the time you get dressed and get there and get back. You know, the largest part of your daylight is gone. So I've got a lot to do. I mailed 2 boxes today. I mailed the buck knife that had the broken tip off. Somebody bought a cleaver, the Cutmore cleaver, and little Chinese knife with a bone handle that was in the sheath that I re-sewed and dyed. That come out really nice. And that is a nice little knife, and it's kind of surprising because you don't usually see higher quality things come out of China, and it was definitely excuse me, it was definitely a well-made knife. I mean, I had it completely apart. And I've got another fella that bought the Gerber 650, the case knife and the big black sheath that I restored, and God, that came out so nice. That is such a pretty knife. Anyway, he bought that and the Gerber, and he is buying this one, this is for him. And a neck knife. I haven't even started. I mean, I got it cut out. I mean, I can do a neck knife in just about 2 days. 3, counting the sheath. But, my goodness. So I have paused on this because this is going to be an all-day kind of thing. I told you this is what I can get it to look like. I got to get with this guy and see how much he cares about the logo. And I have another one that I just bought, and it's being shipped to me. And it's also a Craftsman, and I happen to know the lady that's buying it doesn't really care about the logo. She wants it to be big and heavy, just like this. And so I found one, and it will need a handle, and it's not near as heavily pockmarked at this, so it will take some moderate refinishing. I mean, I will have to sand it, but not to the degree that this is going to need it. So I got my work cut out for me, and it's been fun. I don't want to make a habit out of you know, the restoration. It's been fun, and it's been a nice little deviation from what I normally do. But as long as I have knives to make, I would much rather make knives. And I found out this is not a fillet knife. This is called a bird and trout knife. Queen City Cutlery, bird and trout knife. You can look that up. They're for sale on eBay. I haven't looked this up yet. Let me get a good look at that. And Saber. Is there a model? No. I'm going to stop. I'm going to look that up right now. And it's made in Japan. It's a Japanese knife, and it appears to be fairly well made. Now, there was a little bit of slop. I had to tap these rivets down. And, I mean, it's tight, you know, tight now. But, anyway, that come out nice. These two will need a sheath. And I need to get on this. And that's not spoken for, so I can do that anytime. I do plan on bringing this down a little more with a sander. But not right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set that to the side so I don't get confused about what I need to do. Okay, I'm almost done with 220. And I'm afraid that's all I'm going to be able to do on that for today. I got to give my arms a rest. They're just killing me. So I'll be back tomorrow. All right, I've stopped sanding. Next grit is 320. So I go 320, 400, 600, 800. And buff, heat treat, temper, sand, back to 600 to take all the schmutz off of it. Rebuff, and then it's ready for its handle. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean some knives up here. I did put a little polish. This is really old, and I'm thinking it's missing the Schrade logo here. And I looked online, and you can buy them, but I wouldn't want to do it. It's like $11 for a Schrade logo. Isn't that something? So I cleaned the blades up. It's got wax, polishing compound on it. I'm going to put some wax on it, clean the polishing compound. So this is, you know, it's kind of not abused. It's definitely been used. You know, it's been sharpened a lot. There's a lot of the blade that has been sharpened away. And this is what is it? 863. You can Google that. It's kind of old. And I have this Swiss Army knife. I have another little Schrade lockback. That's a nice little knife. And then I have this Gerber that I'm probably going to take this home, take it apart, clean it up, and I forget the model number. I got to look this up and see what kind of value it has. And all I do is, you know, check the various sites like Etsy and eBay and stuff like that. So I'm going to look that up, see what kind of value it seems to have. Okay, that's 466031 7C0. I'm gonna look that up right now. Well, on eBay and Etsy, they're worth, you know, $10 to $15. So that's what I would ask. I would ask $10 and $10 shipping. And I say 10 bucks because that's what it costs me to put in this, what do you call them boxes that the post office gives you? It's, you know, if it fits in a box, it ships. Oh, and this is called paraframe. I don't know why, it just is. What's it called? Priority mail. And, you know, it's insured automatically up to $50. And this knife here, I'll take it out. It doesn't appear to have ever even been used. It's got, you know, the owner's instructions here. And come on, Brad, make your fingers do it. You can do it. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's see. This is the Camelus Titanium. Doesn't say where it's made. I would assume China. If it was made in USA, they would put that. So I'm opening this thing up. Caring for your Camelus. Well, it doesn't give it a particular name, and it has these little buttons here, one on each side, and I have absolutely no clue what they're for. No clue whatsoever. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't even mention it here. Actually, the instructions that came with this isn't even a handle. Isn't that weird? Huh. Oh well. So I'm gonna look, see if I can find anything like this to see what its value might be. And I actually have two of these. One comes with a sheath and the other does not. So, you know, and they're identical and they look, you know, they're in the same condition, brand new. So I have that, and then I have this Swiss Army knife. And I'm only telling you this because I've put several up on my Facebook page, and all but two have sold. And this is Wenger Delmont, Switzerland. And I don't know if this has a model number. Maybe Delmont is the model number. But this is the blades. It's got a cutting blade. I think that's a can opener. I believe that's a screwdriver, and this is probably, yeah, another cutting blade. So corkscrew, and what is that? Oh, an awl. That is an awl here. I don't have enough fingernail to pull that out. That is a corkscrew. And so I'm gonna Google this and see what info I can come up, and they'll be for sale. This will get cleaned up, and this has got a really nice edge on it, so I won't do anything to that. This will get cleaned up and have a nice edge on it. Alrighty, I'll tell you what these are worth in just a minute. Well, Walmart has this for $20, and see these slots back here? They're supposed to have these little like wrenches. It looks like this, but they're metal and they're on the inside, and I guess that's what these buttons do, is hold them in, although obviously not very well. So this probably isn't even worth 10 bucks. It's hardly worth shipping. So what I would do is I would like bundle a few knives up and offer them all for sale. And you know, I do have a bunch of them. If anybody's a collector, let me know. But I'll probably end up putting these on my Facebook because I don't want to keep pestering people on my YouTube channel about these. So, all right, I'm going to wash my hands and go home and give my arms the rest of the day off. Tomorrow I will start with 320 And I believe Wednesday I could have this knife in the forge getting heat treated and tempered, the machete. And once I'm done with the machete, then I'm going to go full on getting this restored. And I'm going to do a really good job on that. And I'm not going to be charging enough to justify the amount of time and labor I'm putting on it. But the guy has bought a lot of knives from me. And, you know, I don't have to get rich. I don't have to get rich. I just have to do a really good job. And that's what I want to do. I want to do a really good job on this. I still haven't found the wood I want. That is a big piece of wood. Let me see just how long I'm going to need. From about here. So what is that? 5, 6, that's 7, right? 7. Yeah, that's 8. So, yeah, at least 7, probably 7.5, and that will give me a little bit of, actually, well, 7 would just make it, yeah. If I ended there, this is where it would come out, and which is just about perfect, so that's just about where the old handle was. So 7-inch minimum, 7.5 would be better. If you want to follow me over here, we'll take a peek at some of my bigger pieces of wood. Nope. About 3/4 of an inch shy. Well, I'll keep my eyes open. Something will come up. Somebody had a good idea using an axe handle, which is hickory, which is really good wood. And I may end up doing that if I don't come up with something better here. I do have an awful lot. Wait a minute. What? Is this desert ironwood? I think it is. No, it's not. But what is it? This is Bocote. Bocote is a good wood. Hell to the yeah. All right, problem solved. It's a hardwood. So let me put that there so I don't forget. And these are the pins I was going to use. Okay. So we got the wood. Bocote. I knew I'd find something. Okay, I've bored you enough with my ranting. I'm going to go home and do a little work on these knives and call it a day. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. This is a Wenger Delmont, and these are the blades it has. Is that another blade there? It is. I didn't pull that one out. That's another. I done broke my fingernails trying to pull these things out. That's another blade, can opener, awl, corkscrew, screwdriver. They're worth anywhere from $10 to $30 on eBay. This, same thing, Schrade. Nice little, that is a nice little, you know, it's a small one. This is a very old one. The model number is, I think it was 863. Yeah, 863. This is a Gerber. And that's the model number. Again, worth about, you know, 12, 15 bucks. 466-0317-CO. This is Frost Cutlery. Hold on, let me zoom you in here. Frost Cutlery Flying Falcon. It's a very well-made knife, but it's Chinese. And it comes apart. No, yeah, it does come apart. I haven't taken it apart. And it's got a combination serrated edge and solid. And this is the camelus. It's never been used. There's not a scratch on it. I would take $50 for all this, and $10 shipping. I can get it all in one $10 box. So anybody's interested in this, let me know. I do have some more up here that I will bundle. I've got a whole bunch of knives that I plan on bundling. This is a switchblade. That's, you know, kind of a lower end knife. This is lower end. That's missing a panel. Anyway, I'll get to that soon. I've got a lot of work to do. Okay, $50 and $10 shipping if you want this.